out the Delaware State Forest Blooming Grove Trail System. We're here. What maybe we'll do, either go around Red Loop East Trail, or who knows, maybe we'll go down a little further. All these trails are loops, so they all come out back to where we started. This is the only dead end here. That's white deer across the road. So yeah, we're just gonna start. We're just gonna go hiking in here. It's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's kind of warm. I guess this is the trailhead. If you're someone new to hiking or someone that's never been here, the Delaware State Forest really didn't explain where the trailhead is. I went to the other gate, and that was the wrong gate, so they should have a marker. Anyways, we're off. Here's the trail sign. The Blooming Grove hiking trail. I guess this is it. I hope this don't walk the whole power line. That'd be a bummer. Yeah, I really don't. I'm really not too impressed with this trail so far. It's like I'm hiking a power line. I haven't came across a rattlesnake basking in the sun. Let's see. We're gonna check on our maps here. Problem is, I can't see it. Well, I guess we're gonna just do this old school. Figure it out. I can't seem to find the trail. They don't have no markers or nothing. So we're up here we're off the power lines. According to my map, the trail is somewhere this way. But being a state forest, this sure isn't well marked. So let's look on my Onyx. The trail should be here somewhere. According to my Onyx maps. I don't see no trail. This looks like a beaver. Chewed this up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I really don't see a trail. What is this here? This might be something here. Maybe this is it. I might be on it here. Another beaver. Boy, am I definitely glad I brought pants. I wore pants instead of a pair of shorts. This is making no sense. This really isn't. This really isn't. Is this a little pond here? Yeah, it's a little pond, so let's see. According to this, I'm off the trail now. They're saying the trail is this way more. To me, that looks like a beaver dam. I don't see no. I don't see no trail here. I think this is nothing. I think it's just woods. This is kind of upsetting. I mean, I could have, let me sit down here and regroup. And this is like an, I don't know if this is a deer path, an animal path trail. I'm having a good time. I don't see how this is a hiking trail. You know, I really don't. This is kind of upsetting because I'm not prepared to bushwhack. Let me sit down here and let's sit around this log here. All right. So far this trail really sucks. Because I'm not prepared. I wasn't prepared to be bushwhacking. According to this, it says I'm right on the trail. That's what this says. Alright, here's where I parked. And then it says I'm right on the trail with it. If we find an established trail, we'll let it go. Right now we're going to go back to the power lines and keep on walking down. Utility access road. And then there's one that jumps around, so... Yep, so we'll get back on the utility access road. let's go. I'll go back right out this way. So far, we're gonna give this a big fat F for an established trail. As I don't see this at all happening. You know, if you came here with your kids and stuff from out of town especially. Alright, here's the access road. Now we gotta bushwhack through all this. Ships. To me, this looks like rattlesnake heaven through here. Yes, it does. I don't believe this. Everything's a big failure today. I mean, I just walking through this. I don't know what the best route is. We should be coming up to the road here shortly. The utility access road. Yeah, we're getting close. Here it is. All right. We're back on the utility access road. Oh. Yeah, at least it's hot. At least it's not in the 90s and upper 80s so far. Definitely should have brought bug spray. This would be a bummer. This is the whole trail here. No, like it's hard to see my phone now in the bright sun. It really is. You gotta do it like this. Let me set you down. I'll check where my bearings. I don't see no markings for trails. I'm not set up to bushwhack, so we'll go back to the truck. Maybe regroup. So far, I give the Bloom and Grove trails in Delaware State Forest a big fat F. There's not enough guiding signs. I don't understand this. On my Onyx, it said I was on a trail, and it looked like an animal trail, animal path, deer trail. I don't know. There's a sign down there. It's like nothing there. It's like, I don't know. Poorly maintained, I guess. Oh, we'll get back to the truck. And we'll go from there. See you at the truck, everyone. Hey, this is what I was talking about. This was that sign earlier. It says Bloom and Grove hiking trail. And it broke off, and then there's another pole over there. But somebody tell me where the entrance is. This is ridiculous. There ain't nothing here. Well, we'll look on the map and see if we can find another trail up the road. I don't know. This is ridiculous here. I mean, I'm still having a good time. It's just that I'm not prepared to be bushwhacking. I don't see an entrance. There's a marker over there. You know what? That's a marker. That's a blaze over there. How do you get over there without breaking an ankle? That is a blaze. Yes, it is. That's a blaze. Yeah, okay. 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 A little rocky through here, not bad. Whoa. Gotta watch you step in the tall growth. Alright, this is a blaze, so this is a trail. See the blaze right there? Here it is. This is the trailhead. Yep. This looks like it. Yep. There's another blaze. There's one of those mushrooms. Well, they got blazes on the trees once you find the trail. They have blazes on both sides of the tree. Yep, this trail is not maintained. What is this here? Let's take a break. It's going to take a break. Here's a, I guess it's right through here. Yeah. We'll go up and around this. We'll take a break in the woods. We'll go up here. There's another blaze. Definitely northeastern PA woods. There's another blaze. Got a blaze on the other side of the tree. Trying to find a spot. Maybe we'll sit on that log up there. Take a break. Now it's not that bad. I can sit on this rock up here. Maybe. Yeah, we'll take a break right here. On this rock. Well, we finally found the trail. I stopped and took a little water break on the trail, sat down on this rock here. Now we're gonna see if we can complete the loop. If not, we'll turn around, backtrack to the truck. So, I got the trail marked pretty good once you find it. That was the hard part, was finding the trail. You can still hear the cars off in the distance to my left, so. Going into a little rocky area, heading to the blaze. Definitely, I should have brought my trekking poles. Well, one. Looks like this way. Now I'm pretty sure you could primitive camp here for a night without a permit. I see a lot of these mushrooms. I don't know what kind they are. I haven't been hearing too much wildlife other than bugs, mosquitoes. Now I gotta hope I didn't wander off the trail here. Oh, there's a, speaking of mosquitoes. That was a dead branch. I actually grabbed it, but I lost my balance and it snapped. Yeah. So this is not an easy trail. Beaver chopped this down. It must be near some water. Look at that. They did that one too. They broke it apart in the middle there. That's pretty neat. He chewed it there and there. He broke it apart. Started chewing on it up there. That's pretty neat. Here's another one, an old one. Boy, these are all cut down from the beaver. I guess the trail goes this way. I'm assuming. I don't see another blaze. Looks like it goes up this way. Yep. Back when I was heavier, I would never do this. Now it feels great. But you gotta start somewhere if you're heavy. I started exercising, watching my diet. Diet is key. This is I wouldn't call this an easy trail. It's a lot of rocks and obstacles and even though we're going to do a short loop, you still have to be in some sort of good physical condition to do this trail, I would imagine. Like I said, I would have turned around if I was heavier, when I was heavier. Little chipmunk over there. We'll walk on up here and we'll see where we're at. I don't want to miss the turn to complete the loop, the short loop. Now I see why people get into this hiking. It's a lot of fun, good exercise. But don't get me wrong, I'm sweating and hot. But I'm enjoying this and I'm burning calories. That's the way I look at it. Whoa, definitely rocky. Definitely beautiful. You know, I'm gonna sit right on this this rock here, covered in moss, and we'll take a look at my phone, see where we're at. See how far we traveled. The mosquitoes are vicious. I definitely should, definitely, if you do this, bring this time you bring some sort of mosquito or bug repellent. Wow, let's see, where are we at here? Go to the Onyx. I still have service, that's a good thing. Alright, so down around, it looks like it goes. We should be out of here if we don't want to get cut off by a swamp. It looks like a marshy area up ahead, so I don't know. We should be out of here by 2 o'clock. Either we have to turn around because it looks pretty wet down yonder. Yeah, the mosquitoes are vicious. I can hear them all around me. I can see them all around me. Let's get moving again. in my pocket. Put it in my bigger side pocket so it don't fall out. All right. Looks like we're going downhill now. Definitely gotta wear some sort of hiking boot. I would not recommend sneakers on this trail. I like ankle support, so I got like my hunting boots, lace up hunting boots on. That way. July 3rd. Starting to get a little there's a deer track there. Yeah. Got a swampy area. Across here. Oh. Looks like a little stream, a spring. Here's a natural bridge. Let's hope I don't fall in. Whoa, whoa. Made it. Made it. Right up here is the blaze. We're back on track. Thought I heard something like a deer. My guess would be, yep, right before I seen the blaze, I figured it and I looked up. Little hill there. Oh, this might be some good spots to winter camp. We got some, yeah, downed timber that we can cut up. I think you have to be 150 feet off a trail. This must have been. Alright. So let me make sure I'm going the right way. I don't have to turn that way. Come down here in the shade. I'm pretty sure I have to make this left. But just to make sure. Yeah, there's a lot of nice timber down timber. Definitely gotta, if we do the winter camping in here, definitely gotta make sure I have my toboggan as light as possible. Yeah, we'll sit on this rock up here. Get a bearing up here. Yeah, there's definitely enough. In Pennsylvania, forest land, I do believe you have to, the timber has to be down. It can't be dead standing. It has to be down completely. Oh, we could sit on this rock here. Oh, there go my glasses. Brushed them off my head. Got a daddy longlegger crawling on my face. All right, let me get up here. We'll sit on this. Yeah, you can set up anywhere. All right, this is fun. It's only 12:15. Go to Onyx. That's why I would like to have a map too. I'll have to get a map of this area. Find out where to get them. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, I stopped to check my bearings and my GoPro battery died, so I switched it out. I only brought 2, so after this, that'll be it. That'll be, hopefully we make the whole trip on the rest of this battery. But I think we're about halfway there. I marked the spot on my truck, so, you know, I wish I had a map, an actual map, but I don't. So I'm using my Onyx. I would like to use the Onyx and my map so I can learn how to read in a compass, so I can, you know, use the Onyx to guide me, and then I can figure out the map and the compass. But, this is a nice trip because this will be scouting for winter camping. And I think we're going to winter camp in here. I really do. This trail is pretty, it's not like a groomed walking trail for sure. Definitely not. So you got to have some sort of physical endurance, I guess. Like I said, I've been working out this past whole winter, so it's not that bad for me. Boy, this was a great idea. And I would recommend, if you do this in the summertime, like I'm doing, this is July 3rd, wear pants, bug spray for sure, or some sort of mosquito repellent, and pack a light long sleeve shirt, which I didn't do both of them. I wish I did now. And some sunscreen. They have the trail, once you find the trail, they're marked pretty good with blazes. This red paint is called a blaze. And there's one on the back, well, there should be one on the back side of it. Yeah, it was right here. It's faded away. Blaze is no good if it's just on one side, because you have to turn around, you know. Like here's another one. For instance, I was using this one as example. So there's one on this side, and there's one on the other side. Yeah, this is a rocky trail, path, hiking trail, whatever. It's not an easy, smooth, flat surface. So definitely, like I said earlier, definitely gotta have some sort of hiking boot. Hilly. Of course, we're in the Pocono Mountain region, so expect ups and downs. Definitely gonna my tent of choice, I think, if I do hike here, or if I winter camp here, pulling the toboggan, will be an Esker. I still want to get the Arctic Oven Igloo, but with these hills and stuff, that thing is 37 pounds compared to like 22, I think. I'm gonna get an Esker 10 by 10. And I gotta do some research. I do believe you have to be 150 feet off this trail, off a trail. Looks like we're coming into some swampy area. Yeah, we're definitely in the lowlands now. This boils down to just the animal trail, but it's the hike, it's the path. I can't tell. Yeah, the power lines are that way. I can see the power lines from here. Just remember, if you find the power lines, you know you're not gonna get lost forever in here. I mean, the road's not far away. Now I gotta also see if I'm allowed to, because I have a Pennsylvania concealed weapons permit. Next time I'm allowed to bring my concealed weapon. I gotta read the rules and regulations of the Delaware State Forest and for winter camping. Yeah. And the blaze. Oh, see, now here's some good dead wood. I even cut up the firewood. This might be a good spot for you know what? I'm gonna mark this spot. This might be, let's just walk in here. This might be a great spot to put the tent, your winter camp. Right in here somewhere. I think so. Let me mark this spot. Ooh, the mosquitoes are vicious. Alright. So we're somewhere, we're close. As long as I got it in here. Alright, we're back on the trail. Yeah, I can pull that freight toboggan through here. Just head up in there. Ah, looks like we're getting some swampiness. Must be a little spring. Oh yeah, a little spring here. Pretty neat. And here's where you gotta watch with this overgrown grass. Where you step. Because you could fall in a hole, you can't see it. You could fall in a hole. Sprain or snap or break an ankle. Who knows? Yeah. Well, we made it to the power lines. I can't believe how now here's where the trail sort of fades out, it looks like to me. Whew. Yeah, we're gonna camp this. Definitely gonna winter camp this loop. Well, let's keep on going. I do believe we gotta go that way. But then again, I don't see a blaze up here. Which I'm not really seeing one. I'm not really seeing a blaze. I wonder if that is the end exit out of here. Let's look on the map. I don't know, but the phone will the GoPro will pick this up. Well, according to this, the trail runs, let's walk through here a little bit. I don't see no blazes no more. That's what I mean. I don't know if this part of the trail exists anymore. Well, we can always walk out on the road, the power line road. And I'm not really seeing nothing that will assemble. Yeah. You know what? All right. Well, this has got to be the trail because I'm not seeing no other blazes. No, I am not. Well, here we are back out on this. Whoa. Boy, that's some thick brush, huh? I don't even like walking through this. Car's way down there. Oh, up by that ridge. Oh. Did I come in somewhere through here? Well, one good thing, we're not lost. That's a definite positive. And this has got to be the access road. Yep. Boy, it's definitely hot when you get out in this sun. I gotta go up over that cliff there, ridge, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'll turn you guys back on when I make it to the truck. sip on some water, and then I'll give you my opinion of this trail loop. See you at the truck, everyone. We made it to the truck. I thought by 2 o'clock, it's actually 1 o'clock, so that's perfect. I don't know, maybe 2 hours, because we got lost there in the beginning. Well, not lost, but we couldn't find the trailhead. So, I'm just feeling myself a ticks right now. Making sure I don't got anything on me. Yeah, but we made it to the truck. Once I found the trailhead, it was beautiful. I think the one side of the trail, the side closest to the power line, used to run in the power lines years ago. And then this park was state park was obviously here before the power lines were put in. So that's telling me that maybe that power line is part of the trail. But it's not well marked. I would not say this trail is good for like a family, little young kids. Teenagers, yes. Young kids, no. It's too rocky. It's a little rough, up and down. But great for somebody that, you know, is halfway decent physical shape. I mean, you don't have to be, I mean, I'm not, and I did it. I hope you enjoy this video. This will be my first hiking video, so I'm sorry about like if it's not that good or interesting. I understand. I do these videos for the people that can't get out there, so I can take you along with me. You can sit in your house, you know, if you have a disability, and you can come along with me. That's why I make these videos. I once was very big, and I wouldn't have done this 2 years ago. Or I would have took me a lot longer. I would have took a lot more breaks. But it took me a minute to find the trailhead. The Delaware State Forest really don't have enough adequate signs. Once you're on the trail, the blazes are marked pretty good. That was great. The blazes were marked excellent. So you couldn't ever get lost. I'm sure, you know, the trailhead will eventually lead, the trail will eventually lead to somewhere. But once I got out, I followed that blaze out and I hit the wood line to where the power line were. I'm assuming that was the old trail. I don't know, I could be wrong. I couldn't find the trail on the one side. So I did like a big circle, a big loop. I did the loop, the short loop. I didn't go all the way down. But I marked a couple spots of where to winter camp. I think I'm going to pull my toboggan in here once we get snow this winter. I got to do some research tonight, you know, on throughout the rest of the summer about winter camping. You need permits, or am I allowed to bring my concealed weapon as long as I have the concealed weapons permit? I know in Pennsylvania we have an open carry law, but I don't know if that pertains to state forest. Or could I bring my shotgun? Am I allowed to? You allowed to shotgun hunt on this land? You know, I could go small gaming as long as it's in season, if permitted. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it. I'm saying if permitted. You know, and I can pitch a tent and go off and do a little small gaming. I gotta see about being able to ice fish out there, if I'm allowed to spend the night out on the ice in the state forest on the ponds there. If not, I think there's other ways around it where you can go on land. I know one thing is you're gonna stay in one spot for multiple days. You need a permit. So now it's time to work on the winter tent for in here. where I was walking, if I could picture myself pulling a toboggan through there, but it'd have to be as light as possible. It wouldn't be an Arctic Oven Igloo. It'd be too heavy. I think the Arctic Oven Igloo comes in at 37, or is it 27 pounds? I can't remember. I gotta look at the specs. If it's 27 pounds, I'll do it. If it's 37, that'd be too heavy. An Esker tent would be the best in here. An Esker canvas tent. One pole, tie it off, boom, it's done. Definitely would get the biggest wood stove though, for sure. And there's a lot of down dead wood. So with that being said, I'm gonna head home and I'll work on this video tonight. Now, oh yes, I do have a tick crawling on me. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, I really gotta go over myself with ticks. Where'd he go? There he is right there. I don't know if you could see that right there. I don't think nothing can survive that. Well, I found one tick on me. Definitely want to get out and check. I'm going to get out and check myself with ticks right now. All right. Bye, everyone. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Now I got to check myself with ticks. I'm all nervous. Bye. I was covered in ticks. I never had that many ticks on me. I'm actually driving home in my underwear. I took my pants off and I put my backpack in the back seat, the trunk. I mean the trunk. Look at me, blah. I'm all like disgruntled because of the ticks. I put it in the back of the bed. I can't get over that. How many ticks? I must have picked off 10. That's not counting the ones that fell off me when I was checking myself that I missed. I know I burned 6 of them. And they were all over me. So I'm driving home in my underwear. I'm gonna jump in the shower real quick. So once again, thanks for watching. The 2 things now it's 3 things I forgot. Well, here's a list of things I should have brought with me, and I did not. I did have, boy, it feels like they're in my hair. You know the feeling once you find one on you, you feel like they're crawling all over you now. All right, here's a mosquito. I had enough of them today. All right, number 1. Oh, there's one crawling in my ear. Look at me, I'm all paranoid now. All right, number 1, mosquito repellent is a must. Number 2 was tick repellent. I have this stuff at the house. I should have sprayed all my clothes with it. I have the soya tick repellent, and I should have got some tick repellent for the skin. I'm just sure they have it. So the mosquito repellent, I don't know, it's all the same for the skin, and tick repellent for your clothes. I use the Sawyer spray bottle. In fact, when I wash my clothes today, I'm gonna wash all this stuff. I'm gonna empty it all out. I'm even gonna wash the backpack, and then I'll spray it down with tick repellent. So that's what we got. 3, tick repellent, mosquito repellent, bug repellent, whatever it is. I don't know if it's all in one, but definitely the Sawyer tick repellent for your clothes. Another one I forgot would be a flashlight or a headlight, preferably. Headlamp. And a couple extra batteries in case I, had to spend a few hours in there. And some matches or a lighter. The maybe a little bit of fire starter. That's it. Other than that, that's all I forgot. I had water, all that other stuff. Those ticks really creeped me out, and I should know better. You know, I just never encountered. I never had a problem with that many ticks before. Never in my life. They were all over me. I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna spray everything down that I'm gonna use outdoors next time, and that should take care of that. I couldn't believe how I'm gonna go home and take a shower again. I took a shower this morning. I'm gonna take another shower and make sure they're all off of me, and wash all my clothes. I'll take all this stuff down to the laundromat because I gotta wash my clothes tonight. My work clothes. I don't want to do them over the holiday week. You know, wash them all now, pack them up, get them out of the way, get all that stuff out of the way. So I'll do that tonight. Tonight. Yeah, I'll go down around in the evening after dinner, do that, knock it out, get it over and done with, and then come back and watch some TV and edit this video. But yeah, I'm driving home in my undies because I'm covered in ticks. That would just gross me out. I don't think I got bit by any. Like I said, I'm gonna go take a shower, check my body thoroughly again. Every time I said, oh, I got them all, and I looked again, there's another one crawling me, and I looked again, there's another one crawling me, and I took a little video to see if I could see them crawling on me, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's another one. They were in the truck, all over. They sat in the truck. I mean, I must have hit a net. I had to hit a, I don't know if I just picked them up sporadically along the way, or did I hit like a nest of them or something. I don't know. That was a lot of ticks. There had to be over 10 of them on me that I seen. I feel like they're just crawling all over me now. But anyways, yeah, it was a nice time. Please like and subscribe. It'll help me out. And then I hope you enjoy this video. This will be my first hiking video. And it was also a good time because now I got an idea of what kind of terrain it is for winter camping. I'm definitely wouldn't be able to pull a Arctic Oven igloo tent through there. Too heavy. There's some steep hills. I mean, it's mountain region. And then you're gonna need a foot of snow, easily a foot of snow, snowshoes, definitely snowshoes. So we gotta wait for a day where we get we know a foot of snow is coming, and right after the snow, boom, we'll go out there, and we'll bring a big wood stove and food for a couple of days. Look at me, I feel like they're crawling all over me. They're not now. I'm just hopefully I shouldn't say that. They could be still on me. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching the PA Outdoor Experience. I'm Pete. See you on the next one. Bye.